Motivation doesn't work. We all know it, but we don't really accept it. When the road is all smooth, when there are no challenges, when everything is perfect, motivation is your best friend. It will keep you motivated, it will make you feel that yes, you're doing great. But as soon as a challenge comes up, as soon as a roadblock comes up like this, motivation is the first one to turn around and run away. Motivation will never help you overcome challenges. Motivation just will never help you become your best self, and that is because motivation is temporary. It does not always continue over the long term when you always need it, and therefore a permanent change is required. A deeper transformation is required, and what that transformation is what we'll discuss in today's video. Motivation will not get you to your goals. It's just like that painkiller that you take when you have a pain in your stomach or in your leg or when you're hurt. For a certain amount of hours, that pill numbs that pain away. That pill puts the pain away for that much amount of time. It does not cure it though, right? That is just treating the symptom on the surface. Some other medication, some other procedure might help in treating that. Otherwise, that painkiller is just numbing that pain for a while. Motivation is exactly like that. Motivation just pumps you up for a while. Motivation just gives you that little push. After that, it is of no use. And that is why we need a much more permanent change. We need a more permanent transformation. And that happens when we change the way we think. As Dr. Wayne Dyer said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that is the same with life. That is the same with the challenges and roadblocks and problems that we will face on our journey to success. Whenever you decide to go towards your vision, whenever you decide to do anything that is a dream, to do anything that requires extraordinary efforts, challenges are the first thing that will come to greet you. What we think is that when we set out this big dream, we are motivated. Success will come knocking right at our door, then we'll open the door and welcome that success with open arms. That is not how it works. It is, in fact, quite the opposite. Success will never come knocking at your door. You have to go get it. You have to put in the efforts for that. And it's not really that simple. It's not that you open the door to your house, you get out, you drive in a car, you get to that destination. You have to walk. You have to work through challenges. There will be various roadblocks. There will be roads that are closed. You have to change your route. You have to go ahead and do so many things, and then you get to that success. Then you get to that ultimate dream of yours, and for that you need to have the right mindset. And a few weeks ago I made a video on what that mindset should be, and that is the mindset that you should have for achieving your goals. In that I talked about what is a growth mindset and why is it necessary. Then I thought, well, that video is great. It gives clarity on exactly what that growth mindset is and how it can help you. I thought, let's add to it. Let's make it even easier. And for that, I'm making this video where I'm going to be sharing with you how exactly you can develop a growth mindset, how exactly you can build that growth mindset within you in 5 easy ways, in 5 easy changes. The thing is, achieving success is really simple when we have the right mindset. The process is simple, not easy, but simple. And for finding that simplicity, for finding that route, for getting that clarity and that certainty, you need to have the growth mindset. Now, before we move on to understanding how to develop the growth mindset, let's just take a moment to reanalyze and understand what it is. In simple terms, a growth mindset is the mindset where you believe that your capabilities are not limited, your thinking is not limited, your talent is not limited, and that you can grow, you can learn, and you can develop new skills that are required to get to your goals. And the reason why this mindset is important is that it helps you learn, it helps you overcome challenges. Whenever there is a barrier and you feel that, okay, your current efforts, your current strengths cannot help you overcome it. If it is a 10 feet wall and your height is, let's just say, 5 feet, and your hand is not able to reach to the top, and then you feel that, what will I do? If you have a fixed mindset, right, that is the opposite of a growth mindset, you'll give up. See, I'm only 5 feet, I cannot reach there, I cannot do anything like this, I cannot cross this wall. If you have a growth mindset, you'll think smartly. You'll think, what is it that I can do? You'll pick up some rocks, you'll pick up something else, you'll create a staircase kind of thing, then you'll get on top of it, cross the wall. That means you were ready to grow. That means you were ready to overcome that challenge. And that is another way that the growth mindset helps you. And finally, another way, the last way that we talked about in the previous video as well, to understand it in more detail, you can watch that video. I have linked it in the description. Also, you can watch it up here. And the third way a growth mindset helps you is that you realize that you are bigger than your problems. You realize that your problems are just a small roadblock. Your problems are nowhere bigger than you. Your potential, your power is way bigger. You have a lot more to unleash, you have a lot more to do. And with that kind of positive thinking, you will be able to achieve anything. You will be able to become the kind of person you want. And now, let's move on to understanding how we can develop that growth mindset in 5 simple ways. The first way to develop a growth mindset is to learn something new every day. Make it a game for yourself. Every night before you go to sleep, write down, what is the one new thing that I learned today? What is the one new thing that I implemented today after learning? Just the learning is not enough, add the implementation to it, and that's when you'll see the magic coming in. When you do this, when you start learning something new every day, you will build confidence. You know why? Because problems never like preparation. The one thing that they hate is preparation. The one thing that they absolutely detest is a person who is confident, is a person who is saying, bring it on, I'm ready. And you have to be that person. To truly achieve success, you have to be that person who says, bring it on, I am ready, I will get this done. And that happens when you learn something new every day. That happens when you implement that and keep growing every day. You know, our mind does not just believe what we say, our mind believes what we do. And if you are doing something that is growth every single day by learning something new and also implementing it, what message are you giving to your mind? You're giving the message that I am the person that grows. I am a person that has the growth mindset, and you will start building that mindset. Then the second way to build this mindset is seeing challenges as opportunities. The perspective at which we look at things is truly important. As we learned in the quote right in the start of the video by Dr. Wayne Dyer, is that when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that is the same with problems. Whenever a challenge comes up, whenever a roadblock comes up in your journey, don't say, oh God, why am I so unlucky? Why did I have to get this challenge? Be grateful for it. And you might think, are you out of your mind? Why would I be grateful for a challenge? The reality is, it helps you grow. That challenge is going to help you become the person that you want, and therefore see it as an opportunity. See it as a chance to grow, and with that, you will be happy when those roadblocks come. You will be happy when that negativity comes in to stop you, but you'll also be ready to jump over it and move on. It won't affect you, it won't make you give up, it will instead make you a stronger person. The third way to develop a growth mindset is to change the way you speak to yourself. Your mind can change its entire structure based on the kind of thoughts you have, based on the kind of beliefs you have. That is called neuroplasticity. And you can do that when you change the way you talk to yourself. Make it positive, make your thoughts positive. Instead of saying, I'm the dumbest person I have met, say, I am the smartest, I know everything. While this may not be true, while you may feel that, okay, I'm just lying to myself, don't do that. Let yourself believe. Let those thoughts go in and see how they change you. See how they make you more positive. I've also made a much detailed video on self-talk that you can watch by clicking up here. It will help you develop this habit much better. And with that, you will be on your way to developing a growth mindset very fast. The fourth way to develop a growth mindset is to focus on the process instead of the end result. Let's accept it. We humans are pretty bad at estimating. We humans are pretty bad at thinking long term. You know, I have that vision board in front of me. Every day I look at it. Every day I look at all those things I have and they motivate me. But that itself is not enough, right? If I just keep thinking of the long term, that will happen, that will happen. That is just wishful thinking. I have to bring it down to the process that is happening today. I have to bring it down to the action I'm taking today. And that is why you have to focus on the end result. You have to focus on this vision, but your focus should be more on the process that is happening right now instead of the reward that you will get in the future. And when you can make this perspective change, when you can make your focus on the process instead of just the end result, you will be taking action. You will be reinforcing the first and the second steps where you learn every day and you see challenges and opportunities. When you get that big block of challenge, right, when you get that roadblock, you won't feel like, okay, yeah, but my vision is so far away, I don't know if I should really pursue it. That is your comfort zone kicking in, that is your doubt kicking in. Why? Because you're not focusing on the process, you're seeing at the end result that is far away. Instead, why don't you think this way? I have that goal, but for that I need to do this, right? I need to cross this roadblock. Let's do that today. Let's see how I can do that. With that attitude, you will change the whole game. With that attitude, you will change your life. You will change the way you live every day, and that way your growth mindset will start to show out in everything that you do, in every moment that you live. And that is what you truly want. That is when you'll be able to say, bring it on, I'm ready. And finally, the fifth way to develop a growth mindset is to see failures as not yet instead of the final judgment, instead of the final setback. What we think is failure is final. That is not true. Failure is just a not yet stamp put out next to the goal that you have. Many times in school also, right, what happens is if a child fails, they write fail. Yet, what if they did this? What if they wrote not yet passed? The entire messaging changes, right? The student knows, okay, I failed, but this does not mean it's final. This means I've just not yet passed. I can grow, I can develop more, and that is what you have to do. You have to see not yet whenever any failure comes up. Look at it that way. Look at it from that perspective, and when you do that, when you say, okay, success is just not yet here, it does not mean it is not guaranteed, it does not mean that I won't be able to get to it. And with that attitude, you will always be excited to try again, you will always be excited to come back again instead of just giving up and crying and breaking down. You won't do this, you won't be sitting like this wondering, why is my life so sad? Why do I have to go through so many challenges? Instead, you will be charged up, you'll be ready. Alright, I feel, let's get back, let's try again. And that way, you will develop a growth mindset. You will become the person that no one can beat. You will become invincible. That is what you have to do. Here's a quick summary of all the points that we discussed. Number one, learn every day. Number two, look at challenges as opportunities. Number three, change the way you talk to yourself. Number four, focus more on the process instead of the end result. And five, look at failures as not yet. Implement all of these steps and you will be on your way to creating your growth mindset. What are your thoughts on this? How has a growth mindset helped you if you have one, or how are you going to change? Let me know in the comments below. Share your thoughts. Let's interact. Let's grow. Also, share this video with as many people as possible so that more and more of us can develop this growth mindset and succeed in life. And also hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because it keeps you notified about whenever a new video comes out so that you are fast on your journey to success and no obstacle is big enough to make you give up. You will constantly find inspiration and motivation to keep going and succeeding by developing this growth mindset on this channel. So hit the like button and subscribe for that. And remember, you are awesome, you are limitless, and you will rock the world. Develop this growth mindset and all of it will come true. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.